Statewide Unitarian Church in Devon, Pennsylvania. Our church, yes. Our church welcomes LGBTs as we welcome all minorities, all people. Many churches nowadays are doing just that as well. We stand to model this in all religious communities because there's a lot of us, and we consider ourselves a religious left versus the religious right. I wanted to say a few things about our history of Pennsylvania. I was reading some things about it and was painfully reminded of how we went downhill. Here in Pennsylvania, we allowed our history to surpass us. Our original founders, William Penn, the Quakers, and other colonists lived their principles. Unlike many people today, we do not live their principles, good, healthy, equality principles. These colonists welcomed immigrants from Pennsylvania, one of our colonies, to welcome Catholics and Jews to their communities. Religious freedom. In the 1660s, they built a rich diversity by immigrants from Ireland, Germany, Italy, Poland, France, and others into their society. Now, don't go to sleep on me here because this is important to recognize what we can take from them and move forward with more strength and power. They chose ways of settling disputes among these groups based on principles of equality. Yeah, even back then in the 1660s. Shameful. Shameful that we aren't doing this now. When are we going to do it? Now! Pennsylvania also had a large community of African Americans and was the first in the United States to have in this an emancipation of African Americans. And it was the first in the United States to have an abolition. It was the first in the United States to have an abolition act in 1780. Hello? Pennsylvanians were known for their broad-minded tolerance, liberality, and freedom of expression, the very bedrocks upon which our nation's ideals and laws are founded. This was a place where people came from around the world to escape religious persecution and other inequities. We must evolve from here and make it that kind of place again. Pennsylvania once led as a nation by its laws based on principles and values of equality and equal opportunity, and bore the responsibility of being the original seat of our nation's first government located in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that was the White House, folks. It was our first White House right here in our state. However, in recent times, we have allowed an environment that is not safe or welcoming for some of our people. In fact, Pennsylvania has been inequitable as well as inhospitable to some of our residents. What brings me here today is Pennsylvania, is for Pennsylvania citizens, good people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. LGBTs cannot openly be themselves in public places, in their jobs, in our public housing, and even in our schools and our religious communities without a threat to our own safety and peace of mind. Tragic. In Pennsylvania, we lag behind our nation where many states have passed marriage equality laws for LGBTs, as well as anti-bullying, anti-hate, and non-discrimination ordinances and laws. Our legislature in Pennsylvania is one of the most non-inclusive in the United States, even though it is one of the largest legislative bodies in the country. We have failed to recognize women LGBTs and people of color in equal proportions that represent our state's people. And we have failed to give these and other minorities their equal rights under the law.
Shame.
Shame. And when do we want it? Now! The time has come for us to draw on our history of equality and high standards and step into the future by making Pennsylvania once again and forevermore a state of equality that matches the needs of modern times with all its people, where all its people are given the same rights, and by passing laws that make this true equality a reality. I ask you who are not gay to envision yourself in the shoes of LGBTs. Picture yourself living and hiding apart for all of your lives, unable to travel and go to work openly and without fear, too afraid to talk freely about who you are, not being free to date who you are attracted to, or to love and marry and have a family. How would you feel without these rights? What would your life be like without these freedoms? These are basic rights that all human beings deserve. Being gay is not a choice. It is a reality for those of us who are LGBT. And hey, I'm one of them. And one of you, in many cases. We have had to find a way to live within a society that is discriminatory, inequitable, and dangerous for us. I ask you to help us achieve these rights now. I ask that you give notice to your legislators that you stand on the side of love and equality, and request them to vote for marriage rights, anti-bullying,
It's not working.
and non-discrimination
It
in
doesn't
our
have the
state.
elastic in it.
I ask that you
My
make
flip-flops are burning
a
hot.
stand in all areas
Damn it,
of
black.
your life without exception to ensure that LGBTs and all people have the same